Ew, I looked really nasty in the last 2 episodes we recorded, and I was just editing it, and I was like...
You look nasty?
There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna get that face too.
Face tune a video?
I think that the echo's not terrible, like on the mic.
The video doesn't sound bad.
But like hearing us when we're talking, I'm like,
Didgeridoo. It's giving didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. The audio sounds like poo.
Well, there is soundproofing in the cart right now, so
amazing.
yeah. But also, I feel like there's probably a better, like, not better, but a more cost-effective way to soundproof this ceiling.
We could get egg containers. They're expensive though.
Eggs. Oh, egg containers. You say? I feel like we could get like polyfill and like make it a cloud-like ceiling.
What's polyfill? Like
what
cotton?
It's like the plastic cotton you put in a teddy bear.
And cloud the ceiling. That'd be cute. How do you do that? You gotta
Probably
glue
like a hot glue situation. It's dripping.
Like, what's that noise out there? And just the ceiling falls on us. We're back.
And deader than ever.
I'm Kelly.
Wait, do it again.
We're back.
And more chopped than ever.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Tamara.
And this is
Ghoul Beans.
We
are chopped.
We have a ghost story for you. We normally do, but we have a different ghost story.
We do. We went to... You're skipping so much because you're so excited about the ghost story. Tell them now.
We went to Viator Coffee.
Is it Viator or Viator?
Ooh, she doesn't know.
Like Saint Viator?
Who's she?
Saint?
What does she do? You know how all
Saint
saints
stuff.
have like a magic power?
No. I wasn't Catholic. Like, I don't know.
Well, then how do you know the saints?
Because I like San Diego.
Mm.
You know, I know that's a saint. Saint Diego.
James.
All that to say, we went there. And
Yeah. And I got a caramel latte.
And I got an iced salted caramel latte.
It's really good. I have been here before.
It's sensational, actually.
Yeah. And we met someone incredible.
Yes. And our cashier / barista?
Yeah.
Was named Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Sophie, we hope you're listening. We loved you. We loved your energy. We needed you this morning.
Sophie had some really scary stories. I just like boldly told this person that I'm like, yeah, we're recording our ghost podcast. Do you have any stories?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, I literally do.
Tell them.
So the first story that Sophie shared with us, and we have permission to share.
Yes.
Was we got the background knowledge that they have really lucid dreams, really intense, colorful, detail-filled, like immersive dreams. So much so that they were afraid to go to sleep at some points to be like, and I'm quoting Sophie, I don't know where I was gonna go. Like,
right. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, a part of me is like, that is so cool that your brain is so vivid, but I do feel like it's almost a step beyond, like they were saying.
You're like astral projecting.
Yeah, like, and they were saying
point.
that their dreams often are like what's happening around them too, which makes it scarier. And it's like, are you astral projecting? Like,
Let me put a pin in that.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
And then there was one night where they had a dream that I don't know if it's like a spirit or a ghost or an entity, but took the shape of like a little boy and a Victorian little boy. Is that what she said?
Yeah, I feel like picture classic ghost boy in a 100-year-old house. They moved into a 100-year-old house in Elgin, which is famously just hella haunted.
Mm-hmm. And this little boy was forcing Sophie to look at him. And like they didn't look away from each other and there was nothing said. And Sophie said it wasn't malicious.
Right. It was just like she couldn't look away and she knew that like this boy was forcing the eye contact.
Yeah, but to me, I'm like, I'm not trying to give him malicious, and I said
You
that.
did say that.
I was
like,
like,
sound
kind
great.
of like, I don't know, it's giving mean. It's
And
not giving good vibes.
And he was just breathing, which like, I hate that.
Yeah, and it got very serious.
Yeah.
When Sophie said that, so we were like, okay, amazing. And then the second story.
Right. Okay. Well, she woke up from that
Mm-hmm.
and goes to the bathroom, and all of the bathroom lights flicker on and off, which never happened before or after this event.
And if you remember last week's episode, we read a story that said that flickering lights could be a warning.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever I see a warning, I'm like, that place is haunted. Or like whenever I see flickering lights.
Yeah. I do take it as a warning, or like I guess maybe a warning to me comes before something, but like I guess it's just like an alert,
right?
Is what I should say.
Yeah, like
an indicator.
Heads up, heads up, ghosts here.
So that's how they opened up that conversation, which first of all, incredible.
Best friend, honestly.
Yeah,
would love.
That was great.
And then their roommates moved out and had like a little cleanse throughout the house. Had a friend come over. They had a little fire ritual outside the house.
Seemingly like, to me it gave like, this is my house.
Yeah. Getting the energy. It sounded like getting energy from both like the roommates that had left out as well as maybe
the building.
Yeah. And then they said like that their partner was sleeping over. What was it? Oh, that he sleep talks, but like never like this before. And
my God.
It was the middle of the night, and all of a sudden he screams like bloody murder.
Which, how do you handle if that's like, imagine Matt woke up out of his sleep, not even woke up, like screamed in his sleep, bloody murder.
I think I would scream.
Me too. I would be like, you're possessed.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's terrifying. Especially, I feel like personally, like if you're screaming in a dream, like my body won't allow it. It's like, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've said before, I have like monotone yelling when I'm screaming in my dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
What?
And we'll come back to you, Sophie. We changed the way the bed is in our room, and I have not had another one.
Really?
Yeah, and Madiel like doesn't even snore or anything anymore.
Really?
Yes.
That is so weird. Okay, a little feng shui.
Yeah.
Better energy flow.
I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So Sophie's partner has a blood-curdling scream in his sleep.
Yeah, wakes up. Sophie asks him, like, hey, what the fuck? Or
are you okay?
Yeah, probably are you okay? Not what the fuck.
Holy shit. Like, I would be cussing and screaming.
I would trigger that, like, anger.
Yeah, it would trigger rage because you don't like to feel, like, one
like
does
being
not
scared.
like, yeah.
And so he said that he had a dream where it was, like, pitch black, very dark, and all of a sudden this like entity reveals like part of its face to him, and then he screamed and woke up. And
she did that hand motion.
She did. I like almost feel like it was like a
light.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then she literally said like, I feel like that was the final boss of like we cleansed, and then it was like fuck you basically. of like,
this is who I have chills because it's kind of like, this is who I am. This is who you're pushing out of this house. Like,
right. Like that would scare the
like
shit
this who's
out
been
of
here
me.
with you all this time.
I know. And I'm picturing like the Darth Maul thing from Insidious.
Oh, see, I'm picturing like flesh colored, but like really meaty.
Oh, I hate that. You keep that over there.
I feel like the Insidious red demon is worse.
Flesh colored but really meaty is never a description I want to hear again.
I feel right now, bro. So thank you, Sophie at Viator Coffee.
Yes.
The coffee's great.
Oh my
Sophie's
God.
great.
Yeah, and they put
Oh
a
my
little
God.
ghost in my phone.
Insert picture here. So cute.
Incredible.
So
Very
cute.
talented. Thank you, you guys. They're amazing. Thank you for the ghost story, and thank you for lifting our spirits and giving me goosebumps at
Lifting our spirits.
10 in the morning. Oh, lifting our spirits. See, if we meet people and you tell us ghost stories, we'll get to do lifting our spirits segment.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sophie. I hope you like the podcast. Cut to she never listens to it.
Right. So we are in South Dakota. I did the Adams house.
I did the Bullock Hotel.
Great. You want to go first?
Would love.
We're both in
Deadwood.
I think you've been going first. Maybe I should go first.
Please.
Mix it up.
Come on.
So what do we know about South Dakota?
Literally nothing. Sturgis, I think, is the
Pierre,
thing that happens.
I think is the capital.
Ha ha ha. I got to do that last week too.
Is Mount Rushmore in South Dakota?
It's definitely in a Dakota. I think I went to South Dakota last summer.
On your way to Montana.
And the Mount Rushmore is in there.
Just absolutely desecrated, like a sacred indigenous site. So fuck Mount Rushmore. And if DT decides to put his little face up there, I can only pray for erosion and earthquakes.
Absolutely.
That's what I know about South Dakota. I gotta be honest. I forget it's a Midwest state because it's north.
I didn't.
It's like kind of mountainy.
You literally said a couple weeks ago, like, it is in the Midwest. And I was like, well, let's do it. Because
Yeah, fuck it. South
go back to
Dakota.
Minnesota right now. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Deadwood, we found out that Deadwood as just like an area is really kitschy right now.
I didn't know Deadwood at all before this.
Me neither. But it's like a very haunted space.
It is now
area.
Donley's Wild West town, but it wasn't. So we separately, which we always do, we just like tell each other what site we're doing when we find it, when we're doing these local lores. And we both separately picked a spot in Deadwood, which might be like, and absolutely no shade to our South Dakotan fans. There's so many of you.
We're really big in South Dakota.
We're huge amongst all 7 of you. The thing is like, who lives in South Dakota?
Like, where else is there for
People
it to be haunted?
Yeah, or for someone to document a haunting. Like, I'm sure lots of it's haunted. Lots of it is haunted.
I feel like,
probably the state of South Dakota is haunted.
Yeah.
But there's no one there to be like, this shit's haunted.
The trees. They're like, damn. It's haunted here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a, what is that saying?
The
A tree falls in
the woods.
Yeah.
If
And no one
a-
there to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
Yeah.
If a state is haunted, but no one's there to document it, is it haunted?
If a ghost haunts a forest and no one's there to document it, is it haunted?
Is it haunted?
The age-old question.
Everybody has exited the episode by
Oh man,
now.
for sure. It's not our fault. We
We're
had a sleepover.
And we stayed up really late watching scary movies. I'm gonna be chopped.
Can you?
And they weren't scary.
I was scared for a little bit.
They were in the.
I was scared. My body wasn't on the ground.
I kept being like, "This is horrible. Like, how are you scared?"
I was like, "You're right. It's not scary."
It's fully scared.
I bet you guys don't look good after a sleepover too, honestly.
So I did the Addams house.
And this is what the Addams family is based off of.
So I have a blurb in here about Deadwood, and then if you have a blurb, you don't have to talk about it.
Perfect.
I underlined it because I was like, if she talks about it, then I don't have to talk about it. Okay. So we're going to imagine Deadwood in like the late 1800s. Most people hear the name and think of the Wild West, if you know about Deadwood. Okay.
And I mean, you know.
And
about
you know, if you know anything about Deadwood. They imagine muddy streets crowded with prospectors, saloons overflowing with miners fresh from the gold fields, poker games that end in gunfire, and the famous outlaws walking the same streets as lawmen. Right? Isn't that... That's just like...
Is
today.
that they got to... And there you go.
And did you know? Deadwood has become almost mythical in American history, a place where fortunes were made and lost overnight. And honestly, that reputation isn't entirely wrong. Deadwood was first born from the Black Hills Gold Rush. Beginning in the 1870s, thousands of people flooded into the region, chasing the promise of gold. What emerged was a rough, chaotic town where survival often depended on luck, grit, and sometimes a willingness to bend the rules. But there was another side of Deadwood that often gets overlooked. While many people were searching for gold, others were building wealth in entirely different ways. Merchants, bankers, business owners, and civic leaders began transforming Deadwood from a temporary mining camp into a permanent community. And perhaps no building symbolizes that transformation better than the Addams house. The Addams house is a 10-minute walk from the Bullock Hotel.
Oh my God, sisters.
Oh my God, twins. Today, the house sits quietly above the city, overlooking Deadwood, much as it did more than a century ago. It's insanely well preserved. It's a Queen Anne style house.
What does that mean?
The ones around here, like the candy houses around here.
Fill me with life. I want one so bad, but you cannot get one without a ghost. I know that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're all like, no one's taking care of them, so they're falling apart. Like you are purchasing a money pit.
I know, and I want one. And it's funny because around here, there's a lot of those, and like there's a lot to do with like historical buildings. If it's named a historical building, and even if you bought it, right, it's your house, you can't do things to it. Like you
there's
have to
certain
get
changes you can't make.
Yeah. So total money pit.
And you
down
can't be
there.
told what to do. So you can't like you would be like, but I mean, what are they gonna do if I do change it?
Like literally arrest me probably.
Yes. And like you can't live in that house anymore.
My mom said the same thing. I had that conversation. I was like, I want one so bad, but like especially like a lot of them, because they're so old, you can't do things to them. And she was like, so that won't work for you.
Right.
It's okay. I can't be told what to do.
You were looking up the Addams house.
Oh yeah. Very nice. Yeah, very preserved.
With its elegant architecture, lavish furnishings, and reputation for paranormal activity, the Addams house tells a story that is equal parts history, tragedy, and ghost story. The story begins with a man named Harris Franklin. Unlike many of the fortune seekers who came out west looking for gold, Franklin built his wealth through business. A Jewish immigrant, he first found success in wholesale liquor before expanding into banking, mining, and cattle operations.
Damn.
I know, this man was ultra wealthy.
Yeah, he knew what. He was insider trading before it was a thing. He was like, this is the next big thing, maybe.
Cattle. In a town where opportunity seemed endless, Franklin proved exceptionally skilled at recognizing where the money was. By the 1880s, he had become one of Deadwood's wealthiest residents. Franklin and his wife, Anna, wanted a home that reflected their success. They purchased 4 parcels of land overlooking the city and hired architect Simeon D. Eisendrath to design what would become the most impressive homes of the region.
Love his work.
Love his work. To say the house stood out would be an understatement. At the time, when many Americans still lacked basic conveniences, the Franklin residence featured indoor plumbing, central heating, electricity, and sophisticated design elements rarely found on the frontier. Built in the Queen Anne style, the home included intricate woodwork, stained glass windows, decorative fireplaces, and spacious entertaining rooms. Local newspapers reportedly described it as the grandest house west of the Mississippi.
Amazing. And that's how I try to describe my life. Like,
You're What? The Grand Dame of east of the Mississippi? Whether or not that title was entirely accurate, there's no question the house represented something new for Deadwood. It symbolized the town's transition from a rough mining camp into a community of wealth and influence. Inside the house, life looked very different from the image of Deadwood. Rather than gunfights and gambling tables, evenings often consisted of formal dinners, social gatherings, and musical performances. The Franklin family occupied the highest levels of Deadwood society, and their home reflected that status. Yet, despite all its beauty, tragedy eventually found its way through the front door.
Classic.
In 1902, Anna Franklin died after a period of illness. For a family that had poured so much of themselves into creating the house, her death changed everything. Harris remained in the home for several years, but the energy that had once made it such an active social center was gone. In 1905, he transferred ownership of the house to his son, Nathan, for the symbolic price of $1. Nathan and his wife, Ada, continued the family's presence in Deadwood. For several years, Nathan continued living in the home, but in 1920, circumstances changed. As we all remember, Nathan decided to sell the property and relocate to New York, and the buyer was none other than William E. Adams. That's when we know the house gained the name that it has today. William Adams was already a major figure in Deadwood. He had served multiple terms as mayor and played an important role in shaping the city's development. Alongside his wife Alice, he became known for civic involvement, philanthropy, and dedication to improving the city.
Question.
Answer.
Is this like Franklin and Adams, like of the Franklin and Adams clans?
Like Ben?
Yeah.
And
Benny Boy, John, Jacob.
Oh, Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Right. Adams.
His name was my name too. It might be.
Okay.
I just feel like also those were probably really common last names.
Right. And I don't know if it's common just because everyone was like, that is my name too. I want that one.
Yeah.
Or if it was like...
It was a lawless land back then.
Yeah. Literally.
Guests filled the rooms, community leaders met within its walls again, and the house remained a symbol of status and influence. But once again, tragedy struck. In 1925, Alice Adams traveled to California to be present for the birth of her grandchild. While there, her health declined. She had recently been diagnosed with cancer, and the disease quickly progressed. Alice died before she could fully enjoy time with her growing family. As heartbreaking as that loss was, the family would soon face an even greater tragedy. The day after Alice's death, her daughter Helen went into labor. Neither Helen nor the baby survived.
Oh my God.
I know. With an incredibly short period of time, William Adams lost his wife, daughter, and granddaughter. It's difficult to imagine the emotional weight of that kind of loss. Eventually, William remarried. In 1927, he married Mary Mastrovich, and together they continued the charitable efforts that become central to the Adams identity. But tragedy had not entirely finished with the household. In June of 1934, William Adams suffered a stroke and died. For Mary, his death marked the end of an era. 2 years later, in 1936, she closed the house. And this is where the story becomes especially unusual. Mary simply did not move out. She preserved the home. The furniture remained where it had been. Personal belongings stayed in place. Decorations were left untouched. It was as if time itself stopped the day he died.
Weird.
So she like
called grief.
Yeah. Well, she was like haunting the home.
Yeah.
While being alive.
Right.
According to local legend, Mary believed William never truly left. Stories began circulating that she experienced strange occurrences throughout the house after his death. Some accounts suggest that she became convinced that William's spirit remained inside. Whether motivated by grief, preservation, or something she genuinely believed was paranormal, Mary ultimately stepped away from the house while keeping it remarkably intact. Like, identical to how it was the day he died.
Damn.
For decades, the mansion remained frozen in time. When preservationists eventually gained access, they found an extraordinary historical treasure. Rather than piecing together a period home from donated artifacts, they discovered the residence still contained all of the original furniture, decor, and personal belongings to the people who lived there.
That's crazy. Like, I almost wish everyone had done that. You know what I mean?
Walking through the Adams house today feels less like visiting a museum and more like stepping directly into another century. And that's where the ghost stories begin. Many historic homes claim to be haunted. The Adams house has developed a particularly persistent reputation. Visitors frequently report smelling cigar smoke, despite smoking being prohibited from the building. One of the most commonly reported paranormal experiences at the Adams house is the cigar smell.
Mm-hmm.
Many guests and staff members have reported catching the distinct smell while walking through the house. It's attributed to Adams himself, who was known to enjoy cigars. What's unusual is that it appears suddenly and then disappears just as quickly. Visitors have described walking through a room, noticing the smell, and only to find nobody can identify its source. It's just like a floating smell, which is like, I feel like, of classic haunty. Oh, do you smell that? You know?
Yeah, I've had that before. Several times. Would you like to hear about that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Well, I knew my Colorado home was haunted the day we moved in because I could smell, like, in the closet upstairs.
Oh, you said this.
It was, like, the strongest flowery perfume, and it was just, I went in there, I dropped boxes off, I went back in to drop another box off, and there was this perfume smell, and I was like, fuck. And I freaked out, and I had my mom and Matt come in and try and smell it. My mom did have COVID at the time, so she couldn't smell anything. She wasn't lying. But they're like, it's probably just, like, cleaner. And I was like, no, that's not what these Clorox wipes smell like.
Kelly's Colorado home was so undoubtedly spooky, haunted, scary.
Mm-hmm. It was one where, like, not a lot of things happened, but, like...
The energy that was generated was so horrendous.
Yeah.
And, like, dark.
That home, I feel like, helped Matt, like, truly step into believing in ghosts, because he had that experience.
Your middle thing, like, crashed. Or it sounded like it did, and then you went...
That's the thing.
Like, that's
something
so
crashed.
Scary.
We never found what it was. It sounded like every single pot and pan. We had a hanging pot and pan rack. It sounded like that. Absolutely slammed on the ground. Nothing. Never found it.
Did you go downstairs, like...
Yeah.
Scared?
Yeah, 100%. We were like,
also,
what
the fucking staircase to get from the top to the bottom was so scary.
Right, because it was like truly wall to wall the whole time. So then you're just like walking out and hopefully no one's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened in my house that I grew up in. I was like tying my shoe on my mom's bed, and all of a sudden I smelled like my dad's cologne, like several years after he had passed. And I had been sitting there hanging out, and I was putting my shoe on, and I was just getting ready to leave that room, and it like enveloped me. And I was like, whoa. And then it had been long enough where I wasn't, like, immediately like, this is the way my dad smelled, because I, like, couldn't remember. But I went into the medicine cabinet there, and there was still, like, some of his cologne and stuff. The exact same smell. Yeah. And I would have thought, like, it was so strong and, like, so clearly that smell. I would have thought that, like, maybe my mom had sprayed it, and, like, when I sat down, it, like, puffed up or something, but I had been in there and nothing, you know? So that was crazy.
I smell cigarettes sometimes.
Yeah. I recently just had that. Matt and I had that somewhere.
Same.
And, yeah, it was, like, full-on cigarette smoke.
Yeah. It was like someone smoked a cigarette in here yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? Tell me. And there's no reason.
And it just went away.
Yep. Have you had a olfactory hallucination? Write in at ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com. Love to hear about it.
Yeah. I would say that's my favorite form of, like, experience.
Very safe. Very chill.
Very chill. It's like, I don't even think this is meant for me necessarily. I just walked through.
So people smell the cigar. That they say that's Adams himself, and it's strongest near areas where he would have been conducting much of his time. So it's gotta be him.
Yeah.
Others claim to hear footsteps moving through the hallways when nobody's present. Some report feelings of being watched. And perhaps the most famous paranormal story connected to Adams' house involves a simple piece of furniture, Mary Adams' rocking chair.
Oof.
According to staff members and visitors, the chair has occasionally been seen moving despite no one sitting in it. while an old house naturally has drafts, shifting floors, and other quirks that can cause movement. The story carries extra weight because of her connection to the home and how she like never left it. It's possible she never left that damn rocking chair, you know? The rocking chair became a symbolic of her presence and devotion to her husband. Just like she was known to sit in that damn chair. Some visitors describe feeling drawn to it before they even learn its history. Ooh. Others report noticing it rocking when no one's nearby, only to find it completely still later. Staff members have shared stories of entering a room and feeling as though someone had just been sitting there. Ew. Rocking chairs are so scary, dude.
I would say there's something inherently sinister about honestly about a rocking chair, but specifically one that's like rocking on its own.
An empty one is so scary. One that's got somebody in it can be scary, or it can be like sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see. Paranormal enthusiasts often point to the chair as evidence that Mary never left the house. Skeptics, on the other hand, suggest that stories persist because the chair served as a visual reminder of absence. Others have reported that locations have shifted, doors have opened unexpectedly. Visitors describe a strange sensation that someone is standing right behind you.
Ugh.
And I have one story off of TripAdvisor. That's the other thing about South Dakota. The Dakotans are not writing about their experiences.
No, they're living it. Do you have a rocking chair ghost story? Write in at ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com. Comment on an episode. Comment on YouTube. Comment in our DMs. Comment on a picture. Come on.
This is from TripAdvisor from 2018. The first time I came here, I knew very little about this place. I had a very odd experience when I was there, which hung with me for a long time until I received an explanation of sorts. First of all, in full disclosure, I'm sometimes sensitive to energy. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a ghost hunter. But during my visit, I distinctly felt a presence, which I felt was male, standing behind me. I also felt breath on the back of my neck. No one was there. It was a strong enough feeling that I actually asked the tour guide if anyone had experienced anything paranormal, and she very decisively told me no.
Nope.
Which is interesting because they have a ghost tour. Why did she say that? Was it a ghost?
She's like, you're the tour guide. And she's like, no. Disappears.
Ooh, ew. Since then, I have seen a Ghost Adventures episode where the staff told them that it was in fact haunted and people had experiences there. So here we are a few days ago, a group of 6 of us go on a tour. I was in awe of the beauty of this place and the fact that all the items in this house belong to the Addams family. They sat there for years, unused and not vandalized. Again, as we went through, I very distinctly felt my purse being pulled. I grabbed it and turned to see no one behind me. I did ask the tour guide about any haunting activity in the house. He admitted that he had experiences and also a paranormal society did investigations upstairs, but he said he didn't believe in it.
He had experiences?
Mm-hmm.
What is up with you people?
She said, tip, not the best thing to do with small kids.
Oh my God. I hate that. Like, you are a tour guide in a haunted place and someone just had an experience and you're like, I've had experiences too, but I don't think ghosts are real. Like, what do you even mean?
So the Deadwood responded to her.
Oh, amazing.
And they said, thank you for reviewing. I too have had a couple experiences in the house when I have hosted group tours. Some people believe there's a strong energy or even paranormal activity in the home and others don't. The Deadwood staff and tour guides have a variety of opinions about this topic. We host paranormal investigation tours every October with the Black Hills Paranormal Investigations. I think we follow them on Instagram.
That's so funny.
We've had numerous people experience different things, including voices, recording on their recording devices, shadow figures, smells of cigar and perfume. And of course, these tours occur at night, so it's dark in the house. And that's the Addams house in Deadwood.
No, that's cool.
I know. I was like, I wonder if that's what it's based on. But it's not spelled the same.
How?
Addams has 2 Ds. The Addams family.
Oh, you're totally right. Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy. Like, you could just ghost tour the whole town. And then, like... I think that I don't love that she felt someone breathing on her neck. That's such an intrusive, like... you're not trying to make yourself known in a normal way. Like, you're trying to scare me.
Right. But I will say, like, this gives chill, and, like, I would tour it because they're not malevolent. Like,
Yeah.
it's a sad lady.
It's a sad lady. And
lots of death and
husband.
tragedy.
Yeah.
Maybe the baby's there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's true, because, I mean, even, like, the baby and that girl, like, they didn't even die there. It's like...
But if I'm Adams, I'm, like, chilling in my house because all my shit's here.
Literally.
So,
and that's nice.
Yeah.
They don't have to, like...
It's like a sarcophagus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Their own little tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just traipsing through it.
I really like this coffee.
Me too. It's really good. I gotta talk about ghosts now.
Okay.
Okay, I did the Deadwood. No.
Nope.
I did the Bullock Hotel in Deadwood, South Dakota.
I wonder if it's of the Bullocks.
Sandra. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
No, Sandra Bullock is not related to Seth and Martha Bullock of Deadwood fame.
I would believe those are her parents.
Whoa. They're from the 1800s.
Adams is not John Adams. I think maybe these are just common names.
This hotel has been featured on both Unsolved Mysteries and Ghost Adventures. You think Ghost Adventures just...
Did Deadwood. It's probably,
Yeah.
they call it probably the Deadwood Files.
Yeah. It is the oldest hotel in Deadwood. And it was built by Seth Bullock, not Sandra's father or relative at all. He was an early sheriff of Deadwood in the late 1890s. And he was also dear friends with Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah? Yeah. And they helped make Yellowstone.
National Parks.
Yeah,
it's Theodore.
Yeah.
Amazing Race.
Yes. And so Seth was his buddy. Helped with that. Seth and his partner started a hardware store in a tent where this place was. And then it eventually was a warehouse on the spot. And then a large fire in town devastated everything. And then they rebuilt the Bullock Hotel in that same spot. And Seth and his partner, I can't remember who it was because I was like, I don't care, which is bad. But they went through it all together. The hotel was grandiose. It consisted of 63 rooms and was decorated with elegant Victorian furnishings. In the 70s, the building was converted back to a hardware store. And when it was a hardware store, that was out of the Bullock hold, basically. Mm-hmm. And then in 1991, a property company bought back this this warehouse and turned it back to a hotel, which it is today. It has 28 of the original 63 rooms. Same, they're the same rooms, but they reconstructed it. So it's less rooms because they made the rooms bigger. So they combined them.
They took walls down.
Yeah, they brought in so each room would have a bathroom.
Okay.
Luxury.
Water closet.
Yeah. And they recreated all of the original furnishings. So they didn't have the original furnishings like the Addams house. But they did the classic thing of recreating it from historical accounts and things like that. Which I did know as a very interesting thing. They, in order to make it feel more accurate in there, they actually lowered some ceilings. So, so you'd really get the feel of the 1800s.
Claustrophobia. Floor
yes.
planning.
100%. So that's really the history. There is a rumor that the owner, Seth, died in the hotel, but they're pretty sure that's wrong. He died in his home. He would often stay in room 211, or what now is 211. And so a lot of people are like, he died there, and that's why his ghost is here. And they're pretty sure he died at home, but they still think his ghost is there because he really loved the building and loved working there and owning it. But 211 is said to be a hot spot no matter what. But
I would love a haunted hotel room.
Me
I love
too.
a don't stay in this one.
I love when there's specifics, so I know what floor to go to and be like, is it creepy?
Shout out the Congress.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the hauntings. Some general hauntings. Sorry. People often smell cigar smoke. Classic. Seth was known to smoke his cigars all over the place, and so the cigar smoke, and people will smell it in like the shape of a human, basically. Like it's not.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's not all in the room. It's like very much like if a human
the smoke like makes the shape.
Yeah, but it's just the smell. So it's like if a person was standing next to you and they smelled like cigar smoke.
Oh,
yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm. People feel like tapping on their shoulders or tugging at their elbows. People have often reported feeling like their shirts being tugged.
Hate the shirt tugs and the tapping.
Yeah.
Like the touch.
No. I don't even like the breathing on the neck. Like, don't actually touch me.
Of course, the breathing on the neck is disgusting. But, like, I would... No, don't touch my neck. Don't be oh, God.
Oh.
You're sick, bitch. You're sick fuck. If you want to touch my neck, you're a pervert.
That's how I feel about the breathing, too.
Yeah.
Get back. Anyway. Guests have reported, if I'm going to be mad that you're doing it as a stranger in line with me, don't do it as a ghost. I think about standing in line and someone's like, I can feel their breath on my neck. Back the fuck up.
I know. You know what? I actually need to start asserting myself. Like, the world's coming to an end, right? So, like, in shit like that, I can't allow, like, anyone, particularly men, but anyone to breathe, like, down the back of my neck. I need to practice my swinging karate chop. You know what I was saying? I'm going to fucking get you as hard as I can. I'm gonna karate chop you so fucking hard my elbow's gonna crack.
If I'm in like a grocery store or something and someone's breathing down my neck, it's hard to do because I'm tall, but they're breathing down my like butt crack.
Yeah. They're on your lower back.
Yeah. I will whip my head around, look at them, and then pull my cart from where it was, push it behind me so that you know that I've now had to place a barrier because you're a degenerate.
Right.
You don't know how to stand in line.
And breathing is not just breathing. It's like you're hacking. You're talking really loud. I can feel the vibrations of you talking on the back of my head.
If you piggybacked me, I would still check out before you. Like, getting close to me is not speeding up our time in line at all. It is actually making it much longer for me.
That kind of makes me think, like, should I just start to be really smelly? Because then people will stop doing that to me.
Maybe I'll start, like, I think next time, instead, I'm going to, like, turn around and sneeze in their face. But, I'll be like, if you weren't so close, maybe that wouldn't have hit you.
Yeah, just...
Or, like,
right
cough. Like, I'll, like, I'll, like...
Get on the phone.
I'll go to, like, cough into my... And it'll be a fake cough. Don't worry, guys. I won't actually be sick. But if they're, like, right, this is them and this is me. And the line's, like, 10 people long. If the government can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So I'm going to, like, go as if I'm being polite, but I'm going to miss the top and go...
Ugh, the wind of your cough on them.
I don't know. We could... we'll workshop it. Okay. Guests have reported alarm clocks going off in their rooms, televisions turning on and off by themselves, even when they're unplugged.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's a good trope.
Yeah.
I love that.
How are you doing that? Are you just, like, putting your energy spirit in? You're the television. You're possessing the television.
I love that. Because to me, it's, like, such a display of power.
It is. It's, like
I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, actually.
Especially imagine, like, the TV's going on and off, right? And you're like, obviously, it's electricity. You unplug it. And then they're like, and you thought that would help?
Or if you go to unplug, it's unplugged. Oh, no. It is better. It's going on and off. You go to... And then you walk back, and as you're walking back, like, the static. Because it's such a, like, a... Bitch, how are you going to stop me from doing literally anything? I'm not of this realm. Like,
right.
That's why when my God. People... Here we go. Challenging a ghost. Being, like...
Like, you can't even see them. That's like going into a biker bar and putting a blindfold on and being like, come at me. Like, you don't have the upper hand here.
You can't see them. They also could like get inside of you.
Right.
You could become possessed. You could bring it. It can hitch a ride.
Right.
Where are we going, bestie?
Right. Literally. Okay.
Now your dog's miserable. Like now your
Right.
mental health is deteriorating.
Like they can play they've been around for quite literally hundreds of years at this point. Like
Probably
they can
like
play
since
the
the
long
dawn
game.
of man.
Yeah. And you're like, we're obviously talking about ghosts so much.
Right. Or just like people who challenge ghosts.
Especially just like random dudes who are like, I'm not afraid, and then they go and do shit. And it's like, you should be afraid. You should be respectful. I don't know. I'm thinking of people who like don't believe in ghosts and then they're like do some stupid crap. Like if they're real, then whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally challenge a ghost. That's
Yeah.
why I'm trying not to say anything.
Yeah.
They need to know my intentions are pure. TV's turning on even when they've been unplugged. Showers turning on by themselves. People have felt uncomfortable taking showers and things like that. And then there's a particular antique clock that has been out of work for like several years, and it's often like reported going off. Those nice big chimes.
Oh my god, sends a shiver.
Yes. The chime has to, like, the number of chimes has to be significant.
Boom. Yeah.
One is disgusting. Oh, one's gross.
1 is gross. 3 is gross.
3 is gross too.
And then
it doing the whole like bing boom, bing boom.
1,
That's scary.
3, and 12 is scary.
It just never ends.
Yeah. Like the last
12
one
is scary. What if it was just the chimes? Like it skipped the first part and you just hear like one like dong. That could be like the wind knocked it.
I think that's like some do for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I think there's one at the half.
Interesting. That happened in my house growing up. I think it wasn't a big clock, but it did chime.
And everybody was like,
yeah, me and my mom, we didn't, because my dad would always wind it. I'm grief. So we didn't wind it for a while, and it went off, and we were like, and I was like, did you? And she was like, I haven't touched it. The only time we touched it was, I think, like, maybe a little bit before that. I can't remember if it's the same day or the day before, but, like, the glass door, which does have a hook, a little latch, it, like, opened. Yeah. Oh my god, this literally did all happen at the same fucking time. I'm remembering, and literally, like, the glass door opened, right?
mm-hmm.
My mom's on the couch.
I'm getting spooky tears.
So we have like this flowery couch, which was gorgeous old lady style. My mom loved it. The clock is here, right? She's sitting like here-ish. I'm on the floor. The glass door.
You watched it?
We watched it open.
How did you watch it? You both happened to be looking at it?
I think we like heard it and looked, and it was like opening. Footsteps upstairs, as if someone was walking down the stairs. We look. My dog at the time was at the bottom of the stairs, like looking up.
Oh no!
Clock goes off.
No, I have to leave the house.
Hasn't worked. Haven't wound it in years.
It's like that. It's like.
That was crazy.
It's like in Matilda, whenever they go and then she like is like controlling the inside of the house from outside the house.
Yeah.
And everything's happening at once.
Yeah.
That's too much.
It was a lot.
Oh my God. Like,
yeah.
And that was, how old were you?
That was crazy. I have to think like 9 or 10, I think.
Okay. So young child.
Yeah. I remember it being like, what the fuck? But also like, I already believed in ghosts. Like I was already there. And it didn't feel scary, you know, it didn't feel like this is dangerous kind of thing.
How did you come to believe in ghosts?
Well, I do believe I grew up in a haunted house, so I don't know. I think
Yeah, but that has to be like initiated by somebody. Like I don't think inherently you would be like, it's the spirits.
I think, I don't know. I don't remember a time ever not believing in ghosts.
Me neither.
I think having lost my dad when I was 7, a lot of the like, he's always gonna be around watching over you.
Guardian
like,
angels.
Yeah, but honestly, like, people didn't even say it as like, they would just say like, he's always gonna be around watching over. And I think that is where I'm like, oh, so ghost, like, it's a ghost, you know?
Ghosts, my dad, and Santa Claus.
Literally.
Sees me when I'm sleeping, knows when I'm awake.
Yeah. And that messed me up too.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
literally
I don't
me
really
too.
want like my dead like, I don't want my grandma
So
watching
then I
me
was
all the time.
Yeah, so I was scared to like do anything
Right.
for a really long
To
time. So I was like, well, I don't want my grandpa watching me masturbate.
Literally. No, I completely understand.
Right.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho though. Antique clock. Okay, the cleaning staff reports that carts used to carry supplies between rooms will often be moved to another location from where they had left it. Staff has also reported that after changing a roll of toilet tissue, they'll go back into the room to find all the paper scattered throughout.
No.
With the empty stool still in the holder. So they're like tossing it.
Hate that.
Yeah. According to many guests who have left accounts because they have a big book in the front for like ghost experiences where people can write down. Me too. Give me a coffee in the morning with that book. Many people have noted in the book that there have been numerous sightings of Seth Bullock himself. They report seeing his tall, ghostly figure in many areas of the hotel, including the restaurant. Paranormal investigators and guests have often reported seeing a shadowy figure of a tall man in a long coat and hat. I'm assuming this is Mr. Seth. At the end of the hallways and near the basement/restaurant area. And he disappears when approached directly.
Do you remember that story we did? And I think you did it, about the guy with the top coat or the top hat and long coattails, and he was dancing.
Ew, what? No.
Yeah, you did a story. It was, I think maybe in the 20s.
Okay.
Episodes in the 20s.
And he was dancing?
Yeah, he like dances.
Foul.
Horrible.
Are you like the only thing grosser?
But they saw him like from the window. So like you'd be in like the building across, like Congress style. Remember we would look out the window and you could see the other ones.
And
like
he'd be dancing?
Yeah, it's like a black figure with a top hat and like coattails.
Ew. That's terrible. I hate that. I don't remember it. I got chills. Gross. At one time, a staircase connected the bar and restaurant to the floors above. It was located behind the bar, and on one account, a bartender quit his job and fled after seeing the ghost of Mr. Bullock standing at the end of the bar. Many staff members report feeling a very looming presence when they take a break. They often feel so uncomfortable that they get back to work before the break is over. Some have even reported feeling like they're being nudged back to work, like hit. And apparently this guy was like very serious about taking care of the guests and shit. Yeah. And so like it's like your mean boss that you don't like just like staring at you and you're like, I guess I'll just not take a break. Which is terrible. Like, I guess at least you know who the ghost is, but it's like, let go. Like, come on, dude. This is legal. We have laws now. I get to take a break.
You don't see how I'm dressed? Like, your rules don't apply to me.
Right. And then he, like, kicks you, and you're like, I guess I'll go back to work. The staff say that activity tends to increase when the hotel is quiet or idle. So instead of, like, the energy being bustling, it's truly this man, like, if you can lean, you can clean from the afterlife. The basement of the hotel is named Seth's Cellar.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's where like the bar is, I believe. And at one time, this served as a smallpox ward, housing many sick residents from town. Numerous reports revolve around sightings of a little girl named Sarah and her mother, who was a local prostitute. Both had been patients in the makeshift hospital. Sarah reportedly watched her mother die just before she herself was taken by the disease. Staff often report objects falling or moving without an obvious cause, glasses shaking and then flying off the bar, and many contribute this to being the little girl Sarah. There's a story from an employee who worked at the hotel for many years and claimed that while they were preparing for a party on the lower level, they were filling up like helium balloons.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, they were all clinging to the ceiling. One would like come down as if it was like tugged. And then it'd like float back up and then like do it again, like a little kid's playing with it. What? Perhaps it was little Sarah playing a prank. That account also claims that during the party, all of the balloons popped at one time.
That's a really good image for like a scary movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm clocking out for the day. Bye.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I probably need to like Palo Santo before I get in my car.
100%. And then in the past, there was a piano that was also located in the basement, and people, both guests and staff, would hear it being played when no one was down there. One of the most chilling things that guests experience is a man saying their name when they're alone. Often it happens in the hallways or in their room at night when no staff is around. It's usually guests, and they're very unnerved that it's their name because it's like...
Because it's their name.
Because you don't know me.
Right.
And so then they're like, okay, maybe it was someone who works here that needs me, and then like no one's there. Or
and
they're
then
sleeping in their
the
room.
more exotic the name, the harder it is to believe. Like Kelly, it kind of sounds like some other words that exist.
Yeah.
Muhammad doesn't.
No.
So I, you know?
Yeah. Literally. Angelique. That's Natalia.
Right.
Trying to think of other ones.
Santiago.
That
What
ghost
sounds
is
like
called
Santiago?
You.
You're
You're like San Diego?
I don't know anything about San Diego.
Okay, and then these are 2 accounts.
Tell him.
Oh, wait. These are 3 accounts. An investigator felt a cold hand on her shoulder when she turned around. No one was there. As she stayed as a guest and was walking through the hall in the early morning by herself. And as she passed the ice machine, felt an overwhelming feeling of another presence. One person woke up in the middle of the night and felt a comforting hand on their leg. They could actually see, like, on their leg, it was a man, and the hairs on his leg were, like...
Pressed.
Yeah. And then, like, he felt the feeling dissipate and saw his hairs, like, come back up. And then a different time, he was looking out the peephole and saw, like, a white figure at the end of the hallway. And then, like, when he opened the door, nothing was over there.
The hairs being pressed is crazy.
That's disgusting. The ghost's getting fresh. I guess I don't know on the leg.
Right. Where on the leg? Like upper thigh?
Right.
It's a little frisky.
Molly Bukabach, a Bullock Hotel historian and town reenactor, she plays like Martha Bullock in the reenactments, has worked at the haunted hotel for years and saw a ghost at her second day of work. This is like quotes from her. They threw me at the front desk by myself to see how much I knew, she recalled. A woman had walked up and chatted with me about how she was hoping to see spirits during her stay. As the woman had been flipping through the binder in the lobby of ghost photos and accounts from guests, I suddenly saw a person standing behind her. There was a black silhouette of a man, about 6'1", wearing a cowboy hat and duster. I thought it was odd because I could see through him. By the time I was telling the girl to turn around, the ghost had disappeared. That's not where it ended. Disappointed, the woman went back up to her room and returned an hour later, holding up an image on her camera, and it showed an image of a man sitting as if he was in a chair, reclining in the middle of her seat. It was Seth Bullock. You could see that much detail in his face and shoulders.
Nasty, bro.
And then this is a account from like a TripAdvisor. I don't think it was TripAdvisor, but it was something from Valley C. I have had several experiences here. The first happened when a friend and I saw an unsolved crime show that featured this hotel and casino. We drove up from Rapid to bungle out version of a ghost hunt. I don't know what that means, but they're just doing their own thing, I'm assuming. At his grave at Mammoth Moriah, we felt at peace. Later, because his like grave is right, like there's that cemetery. It's like right up the road from Adam's house and the hotel. We felt at peace. Later, we got more cocky about how we were going to find Seth. The wrong attitude when searching for an 1870s lawman. I felt like I hit a wall a few paces in the door, and we both turned around and were escorted out, feeling a firm hand on our backs until we were at the city sidewalk. That's crazy.
You're obviously not welcome. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when we, on some of our little adventures, when when you're not welcome.
Right. I mean, he literally is like, moving along,
and
lady.
Thanks. Yeah.
She said many more experiences occurred during our stay that weekend. We stayed in one of the most haunted rooms of the hotel, and doors opened by themselves. We heard some mumbling voices that were not easily understood. We felt it was spirit children, and the pressure of their hands on us were so small. Later, we saw the holy grail of ghost hunting, a full-body apparition of a girl about 10 years old. She was wearing clothing from the late 1800s, and she was a victim of the smallpox epidemic. The basement of the hotel became the hospital. The Bullock had never disappointed me, but I advise others to be respectful. Seth Bullock will accept nothing less.
The child handprints reminded me of, remember when I sent you the picture of the bruise on Mariel's leg, and it was like a handprint, a child handprint?
Ew. When was that?
Oh my God, you like to black things out.
I think so.
You're just like, I can't allow that to exist in my memory.
I think I do.
When
did that happen?
That happened. Were we already? I think we might have already been living in
where you're at now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
2 months after we started the pod, we moved out.
That's true.
I think.
2022?
2022.
Started in October. So not
No, we started in August.
Oh, August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started in August. No. We moved out in October 2023. So
a couple months.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. And they don't know how they got that.
And they didn't even know they had it until I was like, you have a huge, what the fuck? And I was like,
so scary.
Yeah.
That is so scary.
That was, I think it might have been in Farwell.
I think it makes sense that I blocked that out, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, Farwell was horrifying.
That was, yeah.
Actually, no, Lakewood was scary. Especially at the end there when we moved out. But
Lakewood was the studio.
The studio apartment.
Yeah.
It was starting to bleed into my dreams.
Right.
And then Farwell had some ookie spookies, but not even close.
Right.
It doesn't even hold a candle to the studio.
Right.
Which doesn't hold a candle to my childhood home.
And that's scary. It's getting better.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Is because I've you know how you said that your mom is a really powerful psychic, but she doesn't like open it. I've kind of been closing myself to it. And with that has brought so much peace.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I kind of I'm rusty.
Right.
I'm really rusty, but I don't have to deal with
all that.
I
know. If you ever pay attention, if you ever are oh, I'll just work on it a little bit, or you notice synchronicities, also pay attention if things start picking up. I bet they do.
Yeah. Because they're like, well, she can see me.
I knew she could see me.
I can.
That's me.
Oh my God. I can feel it.
You can feel that there's something and you're I'm not paying attention.
And it shows up in my mind's eye. That's kind of how my psychicness works. Is you can take me to your house and be like, where do you feel the spookiness? And I know. Right. I always know. And I'm like, and it's a man. And he's tall or he's short or,
Yeah. Nasty.
Or it's 3 kids. I can do that.
I hate that. I feel like the mind's eye thing is spookier because that's
how am I
feels
seeing
in your brain. Yeah. Blah. Well, if you're psychic in your mind's Write in.
To ghoulebeanspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know if you've ever been to Deadwood. Let us know if you have a scary clock. Coffee was great. Shout out Sophie if you're still listening. You probably not.
We went on a really big tangent.
Yeah.
Where should we go next? Tell us. Email us.
Messenger pigeon, smoke signal, anything.
Truly anything. But until then, thanks for joining.
And sailing
The Ghoul Bean.